What's up, everybody? Golden Boy here, and today I'm going to go over 3 ways that you can improve your gameplay in Call of Duty Mobile. Let's jump into it. All right, so once again, kind of like a primer before we jump into it. In case you aren't familiar, Call of Duty is now on your phone. Yes, it is on iOS and Android devices, and it is amazing. I love playing it. I've been playing it nonstop, and it's just something that has hooked me, and I haven't been this hooked in a game in a while, let alone a mobile game. Now, here's the thing that's interesting, because I've never really played a game on my phone before like this, and I thought to myself, how is this going to work? How can I possibly get better at this game? And through following these 3 steps, I was able to get better at Call of Duty Mobile. So, step 1, and this is the simplest step that I could possibly give you, and it is very, very easy. Just switch from simple mode to advanced mode. And the reason being is because, yes, you will have 3D touch to aim. Yes, if you're on the iPhone X, of course, it's just not the best way to play the game, right? You want to have more control. You want to be able to tweak your settings. So if you're still playing in basic mode or simple mode, whatever it may be called on your end, just switch. Trust me, it's going to be a learning curve, but you will get over that 100%. Make the switch, go to advanced mode. Now, here's the second tip that I can give you. So you go to custom layout, and from here, you can see that this is how I've set up my game. First and foremost, when it comes down to your directional joystick, quote unquote, if you will, make sure that is free flowing. Never lock that in place, because you never know where your thumb is going to land on the phone. So trust me, just do not lock that. But you can see right here that I made a lot of my buttons visible, and that is going to be super important because some buttons are going to be very easy to identify. For example, one button that I use constantly and I need to be able to see is reload, because not only is reload important for you getting more bullets back into your weapon, but also there's a countdown on the reload, so you know how long you have left on a reload, and it is by seconds and point seconds. So you want to make sure that you have that nice and visible. Don't make your reload button small. If you make your button small, you may not be able to see that timer, and that could be the difference between you winning a round of search and destroy in ranked or you losing that game. I also have my ADS button a little phased out here. If I click it, it's at 37% opacity, but the scale's at 159. This button can actually be very small, and the reason why I make it bigger is because when you click it ends up a bright red. It ends up being a bright red. And through that, I know that I'm still going to be in ADS mode. It's very bright. It's very visible, but I brought that opacity down, unlike my reload, which is at 100% visibility. So I know how and when I'm going to be done reloading, and basically when I need to reload. The other thing that I ended up doing here is you're going to notice that my crouch and my jump are actually going to be positioned in a very unique way. And that's because I'm used to playing Call of Duty on the Xbox, on PlayStation, where X or A will be your jump, and then circle or B will be your crouch. So what I did was I kind of emulated it to give me a little bit more comfortability. You'll also notice that my reload is going to be positioned to the left of that, and that is reminiscent of reload on X for standard button layout in Call of Duty. So I essentially tried to mimic the way that I would play Call of Duty on my console here on my phone. Also, another thing that you'll notice as well is that for your special weapon, your special ability, I think that you could just bring that and make that as small as possible. I have mine at 74% scale, but 100% opacity, because if you change the opacity on this weapon, you're not going to be able to see the line that is generating when that weapon will be ready. So it's out of the way. It's all the way to the right. So I would prefer to just have that there. I see it. It clearly blinks up when I know it is available and ready to use, and then I could start shredding people with the scythe or my new Tempest. I also shrunk the scoreboard here at the top left, because the more visibility that you can possibly get, the better. That's my mantra. That's what I believe in. And you're also going to notice too that I took a lot of these fires here because I use the 3D touch on the iPhone X. I don't need a fire button, and because of that, I ended up just removing those buttons altogether. So you're really just going to see me with the reload button. And I know for some people this may not be the case, so this is why it may not work for every person that's out there that plays on a variety of devices, especially on people that play on Androids. But I just feel like having your buttons in a layout that is familiar to you if you played a lot of Call of Duty on console is something that will help you out dearly. And then the last tip that I have to give you guys, and this is just the simplest one, it's just to test your layout. you're going to continue to tweak it. This took me such a long time to perfect, such a long time for me to feel comfortable with, that once I started to get into the flow of things, it was just 10 times better, and it drastically improved my gameplay. So again, just test it out. Don't be afraid. This is what the game is for here. It's new. People are still diving into it, and as you dive into matches, you're gonna feel like, okay, maybe this button shouldn't be here. I was playing for the longest time with the fire button, and I still will play with the fire button if I end up switching to another phone, but for right now, because I'm playing with the BB Touch, my button layout is very different. But here's the thing, everyone's setup is going to be different. Just find something that works for you. All right, folks, hopefully that helps you out just a little bit. I'm not trying to act like I am the be-all end-all of knowledge when it comes to how you should play Call of Duty Mobile, but I cannot stress it enough. Just test it, just try it out, and don't be afraid to lose a few games because you're just tweaking the button layout. When you're in game, make sure you're tweaking your button layout as well. I know it may be a little frustrating for some of your other teammates, but right now there are no other options for you to be able to tweak your button layout besides doing it in game and getting a real feel for it. There's no firing range. Hopefully we get that soon, but I hope that this helped you out. Thank you so much for watching. If you happen to enjoy this video, make sure you hit the like button, you subscribe, do all the other social media crap. My name is Golden Boy. Thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you later. Peace.